Okay, this is the Ork army. It's a lot of Ork boys in a lot of trucks. They're going to be on my Dark Angels very fast. And here's the old man, Graham, to tell us what he's got.
Okay, well, starting from the top, we have Ork Warboss, Attack Squig, Power Claw, Lucky Stick, never leave home without it. Squad of Knobs, 1 Power Claw, 2 Deathcopters, individual units, Twin Linked Rockets, 10 Looters, 4 squads of boys, all identical, Knob with Power Claw, Boss Pole, 1 rocket in each squad, trucks are armed with rockets. Then we have 2 squads of Mega Knobs, again identical, 3 in each squad, in trucks with rockets. And that's it.
Very nice. Lots and lots of boys, lots and lots of shots that are going to be coming under my Dark Angels. And these guys are going to be scary in close combat. So, let's go on and see the Dark Angels. So this is my Dark Angels, and it's pretty much the same force as last time. I have Interrogator Chaplain Raphael in Terminator armour, and a level 2 Librarian on bike. I have 3 tactical squads, one squad of 5 there with plasma gun and the sergeant's got a plasma pistol, and 1 squad there with a plasma cannon. I then have a 10-man tactical squad. Sergeant's got a not plasma pistol, he's got a grav pistol and power sword. I have a grav cannon in the squad and a grav gun in the squad. And they'll be getting combat as a squad, and one of them will be going in the Razorback. I then have 6 Withering Bikers with 2 melter guns, 5 Assault Marines, some Devastators, an attack bike, and 5 Deathwing Knights. And I think it's going to be a hard game, this one. Let's have a look at the board. This is the battlefield we're fighting on. It's an old chapel world of the Imperium that has been long forgotten. It's overgrown, lots of craters, lots of ruined buildings, and we are playing Spoils of War. As you can see, the objectives we have: number 3 there by the chapel, number 1 by the chapel, number 4 is in the centre of the board, and what's this one? Number 6 is in ruined buildings here, number 2 is opposite it, and the last one, number 5, is at the far end of the board here. We've rolled for setup, and Graham's Orks are going to be holding the chapel, defiling it. The Dark Angels are going to have to take it back. Let's set the armies up and start the game. So that's the end of deployment, and as you can see, there are lots of Orks, all hiding in their trucks. So we've got a squad of boys in each of these trucks. We have a Deathcopter there, a squad of Mega Knobs in the Stolen Rhino, another set of boys in that squad, in that truck, some Knob Bikers, another set of Mega Knobs in another Stolen Rhino, and another Deathcopter. And the scary thing about this army at the moment is the 10 Looters in the chapel. Such good lines of sight they're going to have. So many shots are going to put my guys. That's going to hurt. So that's the Orks deployed, and this is my deployment. I have my raving bikers ready to come down and try and engage these trucks, kill some boys. Sitting on this objective, I've got my Devastators, I've got a squad in the Razorback. I have the far end here, ready to claim this one. A combat squad of Tactical Marines, another combat squad of Tactical Marines, and another combat squad of Tactical Marines there. Hopefully, be able to stop these guys from coming down the board. And just hiding around this corner is my attack bike to go for that objective next turn. And I have my Assault Marines going to deep strike in, hopefully land over here and kill some of these guys. And my Deathwing Knights with Interrogator Chaplain Raphael will be coming in, and they're going to go for the Warboss on his bike. As you can see, we've done scout moves. my attack bike. I'll head him over here, ready to claim this objective, or try and take some of these tanks out. Graham moved one of his death copters up, just hiding behind the building, and his other one has moved up, just hiding behind this building. And my raving bikers are coming down this flank. They're going to destroy this flank. They're not going to hold it, they're going to destroy these guys in the trucks. Because I was lucky, I rolled a 6. I have initiative. Let's go on to Dark Angel, turn 1. Okay, so I've drawn my objective for turn 1, and I've got a secure objective 4, which is lucky for me because it's for 1. Just there in the centre of the board, and my attack bike is there. But I'm thinking, do I go for it and get a point, or do I go and try and take one of these tanks out? I'll have to see. Let's go on to movement phase. Okay, end of my movement phase. As you can see, I didn't go and try and kill a tank because it's only a single multi-melter and it wouldn't have hit because they never do. So I've got to get the objective. Points win the game. Over here, my raving bikers are moved up. I'm going to try and kill one of those tanks to get first blood, but because I think these guys are doomed, because there's so many orcs in there, I'll just charge them next turn. I split my librarian off just to buy him a bit extra time to survive. And other than that, everything else has pretty much just stayed put. Hold on to these objectives and wait for the orcs to come. Let's go on to psychic and shooting phase. So that's the end of the shooting phase for Dark Angels turn 1, and as you can see, the truck went. But it didn't go boom, it got wrecked. And I'd like to say the raving bikers did it, but they missed with their melter guns and did nothing. It took the firepower from the Devastators and the Razorback to kill the one truck there. And other than that, didn't really do much. Everything else was either out of range or didn't hit, apart from my plasma cannon was able to immobilise this truck here. Okay, Orks turn, and Graham's drew assassinate, kill any enemy character. And would you look over here, there's a nice squishy sergeant in this squad, and lots of orc boys here, here, and here. I think these guys are dead. Let's go on to orc movement. Okay, end of the orc movement, turn 1, and as you can see over here, the orcs have powered out their vehicles. We have a squad there, they're going for the librarian. 2 squads there, they're going for the raving bikers. I think I'm losing this flank. The death copters come over here, I think it's going to try and take out my Razorback. The Mega Knobs stayed in their truck, and they're coming this way. This death copters headed towards my assault bike, attack bike. And the knob bikers are coming down the centre of the board. And round here, the other Mega Knobs are coming this way as well. And everything else has stayed put, holding the objectives there. Okay, end of the orc shooting phase, and my bikes have lost 2 members there from a lot of shooting from those guys, but that's not what's going to kill them. It's going to be all those choppers. My librarian took a wound from a rocket, but he's going to die to choppers as well. The death copter shot here, but I managed to make a cover save. I lost 1 Devastator from the looters over there, and I also lost a wound from this death copter on my attack bike. And over here, the knob bikers was able to take down one of my tactical wings here. Didn't fail any panning tests, but it's going to be combat now and things are going to die. Let's go on to orc combat phase, turn 1. Okay, assault phase, and as you can see, my raving wing are getting mobbed by lots and lots of orcs. They're not going to survive this. But let's roll some dice and see. Okay, end of the assault phase, and as you can see, the raving bikers are dead. Caused a few wounds, I was able to take out the knob in that unit, but nothing really. And the orcs are getting very close to my tactical means and my lines. I'm going to have to try and stop them. I'm going to have to try and kill them. Graham was able to get assassinated for killing my librarian and my sergeant, but because he didn't kill 3, he only got 1 point. Let's go on to turn 2. Okay, Dark Angel turn 2, and because I'm holding 3 objectives, I have Hungry for Glory, issue a challenge, Domination, claim every objective. That's not going to happen. and secure objective 2, which is, that's at least 1 point this turn. Let's see if we get some more. Okay, end of movement phase. My Razorbacks came out here. I'm going to try and take out the Deathcopter. Devastator stayed put. We're going to have to try and kill these guys. My Razorback. My attack bike has come around here. I'm going to try and blow this up and make these guys start walking. And other than that, everything has pretty much stayed put. These guys stayed put. We're going to try and put some fire onto this. These guys, again, I'm going to try and put some long range fire onto there. And these guys I've moved up just so I can get some shots onto the bikes. And that's it, apart from my reserves. The Deathwing Knights have landed. They're going to clear out the chapel. That's their mission. And my assault marines are still in reserve. Let's go on to, I'd say psychic phase, but he's dead, so let's go on to shooting phase. Okay, the end of the shooting phase, and it was a great display by the finest warriors of Imperium. I killed about 2 Orks over here with combined fire from the Devastators. No, it's just Devastators. The Razorback caused a wound on the Deathcopter. My attack bike, armed with its multi-melter, purposely designed to kill tanks, missed, and did nothing against that. And over here, all my squads we could see shot the Knob Bikers, and it caused 1 wound. And that's it. Nothing else happened. Apart from my Deathwing Knights over here, who I've just ran a bit closer to the looters for next turn. And it's going well. So let's go on to assault phase, because my attack bike is going to try and kill it in combat. I think it's the only hope that the attack bike's got of doing anything. Okay, the end of the Dark Angel assault phase turn 2, and my attack bike has done more damage in combat than it's done in shooting. It managed to do 1 glancing hit on the truck. Yay! Anyway, let's go on to our objectives. I've managed to claim objective 2, and I think I'll be getting rid of domination. Let's go on to Ork turn 2. Objectives for the Orks turn 2. Graham's drew Witch Hunter, which is a shame because my librarian's already dead, so he's not going to get that. And overwhelming firepower, which I think he can do because I have an attack bike there on 1 wound and small units of only 5 marines, which could go down to shooting. Let's see what he does. Okay, end of movement for the Orks turn 2. And as we can see, the Orks are just coming in waves at my men. I'm going to get swamped here. This Ork unit's moved up, they're going to be charging them. These guys have moved closer. The attack bike. The 2 Deathcopters have moved around here. I'm thinking the Razorback's going down. These Meganobs have stayed put. Moved a bit forward. The bikes here have moved. They're going to try and charge these guys. These Meganobs have disembarked from their truck and they're going to charge this squad. And over here, back in the chapel, the Orks have disembarked from their immobilised truck there, and they're going to be heading towards these guys. And the looters have stayed put, ready to put firepower wherever it's needed. And this small squad of Orks here have got back into their truck, ready to move on to objectives. So let's go on to shooting phase. Let's see if Graham's Orks can kill more of my guys. Let's see if there's any Dark Angels left at the end of his turn. Okay, end of the shooting phase, turn 2 for the Orks, and poor attack bike, well, I say poor attack bike, the terrible attack bike has been killed by something over here, shot it, killed it. These guys, I've been told, shot and killed it. And other than that, I've lost a few, like 1 or 2 marines out of these squads, but nothing major. And over here, the looters, this squad, the trucks with their rockets, fired at my Deathwing Knights and only killed 1. So at least these guys are going to get fighting combat. Let's go on to Ork assault phase. Okay, that's the assault phase. These guys have charged Razorback. This squad here has charged my Devastators. I killed a couple when they're coming in, but not enough to do much damage. And the Meganobs have charged in over here. I caused 1 wound, with Overwatch, but still, they're going to hurt, and this squad's going bye-bye. And other than that, that's all the charges. Graham didn't charge the assault bikes into this squad. I think he's scared in case I killed some in Overwatch. And over here, the Orks are staying put, forcing me to charge them. Let's see what happens. Let's see if my Razorback can survive. Let's see if the Devastators can survive. And let's see if these guys over here can drag one of these Mega Knobs down. Okay, at the end of the assault phase, and as you can see, the Devastators have been hacked down. I do have one guy left, and due to the Dark Angel's stubbornness, he's held up in combat, so I can't shoot those guys. My Razorback survived, only took a glancing hit, and this poo squad here was just mauled, absolutely destroyed by the Mega Knobs. And it's not looking good for the Dark Angels. Let's see if Graham's got any points, and then we'll go on to turn 3. Okay, Graham got overwhelming firepower for killing my attack bike, and he's ditching Witch Hunter. Let's go on to Dark Angel turn 3. Okay, for one I drew secret Dark Angel one with Path of Redemption, which I have to charge a unit with more models than I have in, which is useful because I have 5 models here, and both these units are at least 10. Anyway, let's go on to Dark Angel movement. Okay, end of Dark Angel movement, turn 3. And these two squads moved a bit forward. I'm going to try and put much firepower as I can on the bikes. I'm ignoring the knobs because they're not as fast. Although scary, they're not as fast as these bikes, and I need to try and reduce the speed a bit. Over here, my lone Devastator is going to slap all these guys in combat and win that. My Razorback, I've moved around. I'm going to try and destroy this tank here. And that's pretty much for this side of the board. I'm running out of models. But over here, my Assault Marines have landed. Took a risk one, rolled a hit, and I'm going to burn some of these guys. And my Deathwing Knights are going to be charging for looters. I'm going to try and claim back the chapel, mainly because there's 2 objectives here, and I need to take them. I need to get objectives so I can get victory points, and hopefully the Orks will be out of position. Let's go on to shooting phase. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase, and these guys did pretty well, to be fair. Managed to kill out, I think 3 of these guys went down, which not bad. He made his panic test, but still, I'm happy with that. My Razorback managed to do a glancing hit of this because Graham used his ramshackle rule on that, which downgraded the immobilising hit to a glancing hit, but never mind. And over here, there was nothing I could shoot these guys, nothing happened. But over here, the Assault Marines landed and absolutely scorched this Orc squad to bits, killed all of them. That was pretty impressive for those guys. Never really do much for me. And we're going to go on to combat. So hopefully, the Deathwing Knights will be taking that squad down. The Deathwing Knights are charging the looters, and Graham has rolled 3 shots for all the looters. Let's see how many 6s he gets if he can kill the Knights. Oh, that looks like a fair few. Nope, not that bad. Needs 2s. That's 4 wounds. Can interrogate Chaplain Raphael. Tank these shots. Let's roll and see. Need 2s. All but 1. He takes wound, he's down 2. But he's kept his men alive. And now let's see if Dark Angel Knights can make their 2-inch charge. Just. Fortunately, Graham had this one guy on the bottom floor who's doomed the rest of his men. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's the end of the assault phase, and as you can see, the looters are dead. But Raphael He's down to 1 wound. That's why he's hiding at the back of the Deathwing Knights. And I've moved over here, so next turn I can head over there and hopefully kill that truck. It's looking better, but still looking in the Orks' favour. And the objectives I was able to claim my turn was Path of Redemption, which was charge an enemy unit with more models than I had, which was the Ork looters on here. So let's go on to Ork turn 3. Okay, Ork turn 3 objectives. Graham's drew more speed, go faster, so he's either going to have to run or turbo boost some units. Blood and Guts, which is kill any of my units in assault phase, so that's going to happen. And secure objective 3, which is there, held by the truck, so that's a point. And psychological warfare, which is doable, but hopefully not. Let's go on to Ork movement turn 3. So that's the end of movement phase of the Orks. Meganobs have come down this way, getting close to these guys. The bikes have moved forward. This squad of Meganobs have came forward, and I think these guys are toast. But we'll take out as many Orks as we can. And in the centre of the board, a lot of movement from the Orks. These guys have moved around here. This squad disembarked from the truck. Might be getting ready to charge them. This squad has moved further down board. And these guys are just staying on here, holding that objective. And no movement at the top end of the table. It looks like Graham's going to be doing a lot of turbo boosting just to get those 3 points, or the potential 3 points from his objective card. Let's go on to shooting phase. Okay, the end of shooting phase. These guys, the Meganobs spied a bit, this squad, but did no damage. The bikes were able to kill one of my marines here. And apart from lots of rockets taking another glancing hit on the Razorback, that was all the shooting done. But Graham did turbo boost units just to get the victory point for his objective. It's going to go into the assault phase. I think these squads are going bye-bye. Let's see what happens. At the end of the assault phase, this squad got absolutely marmalised. We only rolled War Boss's attacks and he was able to kill them all. And this squad lost 4 members, but my sergeant held. So that's not shooting at them. And over here, the Razorback is gone, and this squad is piled out. And it's not looking good. Let's go on to see what objectives he got. Okay, Graham was able to get more speed, go faster, blood and guts, but you only killed 2 units, so at least he only gets 1 point, and secure objective 3, which is there. And he's discarding psychological warfare. Let's go on to Dark Angel turn 4. Okay, that's Dark Angel movement turn 4, and due to the fact that I'm losing this badly, I didn't actually have any objectives, wasn't controlling any of the markers, so I wasn't able to draw any cards. So it's going to go well. Anyway, movement. The Assault Marines, I'm going to kill this tank and claim that one for next turn. The Deathwing Knights are coming through the building, through the chapel. We're going to kill this truck and claim that one. And over here, the squad has moved closer, and I'm going to try and kill as many of these bags as I can. Because I think that's about all I can do. We're on to the end stage of this game. It's not looking good for Dark Angels, and I think now it's just time for petty little actions, which is how I work. Let's go on to shooting phase. Okay, the end of the shooting phase, and nothing happened really. These guys were able to cause 1 wound on the knob bikers. My grav cannon, 3 shots, missed all of them. So that went well. But my assault marines, who surprisingly have been the stars of this game so far, were able to destroy the truck with crack grenade, so that was good. And, well, let's go on to the assault phase and see if these Deathwing Knights can kill these guys, and if my sergeant can take the knobs. Let's see. Okay, that's the combat phase done, and as you can see, the poo sergeant was unable to kill the Meganobs, and they're coming closer towards my last squad here, who I think are going to die next turn. And over here, my Deathwing Knights were able to kill the truck. So at least we've claimed the chapel back. So it's a moral victory for me, I think. Let's go on to Orc turn 4. Okay, the objectives Graham drew for turn 4 is secure objective 5, which is at the top end of the table over there, and is currently held by the Mega Knobs in the transport. So he's got that point. He also got secure objective 1, which is being bravely held by my submarines, so at least he's not getting that, hopefully. And secure objective 6, which is in the building over there, and that Orc truck has got that. And his last one was Kingslayer, and my warlord, Interrogated Chapter Raphael, is here on 1 wound. Let's see if he survives. Let's go on to Orc movement, turn 4. So that's the end of the Orc movement, turn 4, and pretty much everything's just moving to mop up my last guys. My last combat squad of tactical marines there is surrounded by Orcs there, bikes there, Mega Knobs there. There's even more Orcs coming this way just in case by some chance I manage to kill these guys. It's not going to happen. And other units have moved up here. We're going to try and kill these submarines. They're going to try and kill the Deathwing Knights. You've got to hold on. You've got to keep this chapel safe. Take it back for the Emperor. Let's go on to Orc shooting phase, turn 4. So that's the end of the Orc shooting phase, and as you can see, my last tactical squad have been dragged down, mainly because Orc shooting is the best in the galaxy. So many hits came in from that squad, and just shot them all down. The bikes have turbo boosted over here. This truck is turbo boosted over here, and because it's objective secured, we'll be clearing that one. And that's it. There was no assault phase, and Graham was able to get secure objective 1, secure objective 5, and secure objective 6. And he's keeping Kingslayer in the hope that he can kill Raphael. And let's go on to the Dark Angel, turn 5, and it's not looking good. But we'll keep going. Okay, Dark Angel turn 5, and because I hold 1 objective with my knights here, I was able to get Assassinate. I don't think that's going to happen, but let's see what we can do. Let's see how much damage we can do to these Orcs. Let's see if Interrogated Chaplain can hold the chapel in the name of the Emperor. Let's see if we can kill these Xenos scum. Okay, end of Dark Angel movement turn 5, and there's not much I can do. Don't have many troops left whatsoever, and I think I'm out of this game, but we're going to go down fighting. The Assault Marines have moved here, they're going to take this truck out, and the Deathwing Knights, they're still holding objective 3. They're still holding the chapel. They're ready. They're going to fight hard, they're going to go down fighting. They'll not let the chapel fall while one of them still breathes. Let's go on to the assault phase. Okay, as you can see, wasn't able to kill this tank. My submarines left me down, and that's the end of the turn for me. Not able to get any points. Let's see if we can take the Orcs. Let's see if we can hold this chapel. Onto Orc turn 5. Okay, onto the objectives for Graham's turn 5, and he got secure objective 5, which is held by the Mega Knobs in the truck over there. He also got secure objective 2, which is held by the Orcs on this building. He got Ascendancy, so I think he'll be getting that because he has a lot more objectives than I have. And Stomping Boys, which is kill a unit in combat, which is probably the only one he's not going to get this turn. He's also still got Kingslayer, so he has to try and kill Raphael, which he might be able to do, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. He controls so much of the board, or most of the objectives are in his hands, and I just can't do anything. At the moment, all I can do now is react if he comes towards me. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's the end of Orc movement turn 5, and as you can see, pretty much everything apart from one's holding objectives already has turned and heading towards the chapel. Interrogated Chaplain Raphael is stood there. He's shouting his oaths. He's ready to die. He's ready to take as many of the scum out as he can. And I think the Orcs are going to try and kill them well. Let's go on to shooting and assault phase. Okay, that's the end of the shooting. Orc turn 5, and pretty much everything they could. Shot at Raphael and the Deafening Knights. Missiles came in, shots from the bags came in, sluggers, shooters, all of it came in, and nothing. Raphael and his Deafening Knights stand there. They stand proud. They're ready to die in combat. They're ready to do some damage. Let's go on to Orc turn 5, Assault. Okay, I'm in Assault phase. The bikes, this Deathcopter attempted to charge, but just couldn't get there, which meant the Deathcopter that was here charged by himself and got butchered by the Deafening Knights. So, Graham has got secure objective 5, that one over there. He got secure objective 2, that one there. And now he's going to go for ascendancy because he controls 3 objectives. And he's got 3, putting him even more in the lead, not that he needed it. And now, I think it's time to roll to see if the game continues. I need 3+, and a dead man on the floor. Game goes on to turn 6. Okay, Dark Angel turn 6. As you can see, Raphael and the remaining Dark Angels have sallied from a chapel. They've seen the head of the beast, they've seen the warlord. He's gone down. If I can kill him, if I can stop him, perhaps I can stop this wag in its tracks. Let's go on to shooting. Okay, in the shooting phase, nothing happened, apart from killing one guy in that squad with a flamer. But I was unable to do any damage on the bikes. It's going to be settled in the assault phase. Okay, end of the assault phase, and as you can see, the war boss is alive. He's by himself, or he's took a wound, and the rest of his knobs are dead. But I did lose a few of my knights, and there's a lot of orcs over here going to be coming in. I did manage to get 1 victory point for Assassinate, for killing the knob in the squad in combat. So that gives me at least 1 extra point. But I don't think it's going to make much difference. Let's go on to Orc turn 6. Okay, Graham drew secure objective 4, which is the one in the centre of the board there. So I think he'll be getting that. And Mordaka, which is kill swing and shooting. So he's not going to get me back this turn. And he still has Kingslayer and Stomp Boys. Let's go on to Orc movement. Okay, that's the end of Orc movement, turn 6. As you can see, these boys have moved up, they're going to be charging in. More attacks on my few remaining guys there. Those guys have moved over to claim back objective. Megnobs have stayed there to claim objective 6. They've stayed there to claim objective 5. They're still holding objective 2. And that's pretty much it. There's going to be no shooting, it's going to be straight into combat. Let's see if the Deathwing and the Dark Angels can survive. Okay, as you can see, there's lots of orcs in here. Graham declared a war, so they're able to run, they're able to charge. It's going to be nasty. I don't think I'm surviving this. Well, let's roll some dice. Let's see if Interrogate Chaplain Raphael can survive. Okay, the end of the assault phase. And I was unable to do anything. Did nothing against Warboss. But as you can see, I'm still alive. Mainly because my last Deafening Knight tanked 22 hits, 22 wounds, and he only failed 1 saving throw. What a hero. Raphael continues fighting. Now we get a roll dice and see if the game continues. 4+, we go on to turn 7. No, that's the end of the game. And Graves won this. He's got so many points and cards. We'll add him up and we'll get back to you. Okay, that's the end of the game. We've counted the points up. The Dark Angels were able to get 6 points and the Orcs got 16. So a sound victory for the Orcs there. The only consolation I can take is Raphael is still alive and the chapel has been cleansed of a vile Xenos scum. Very good game. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.